All right, we are back once again. 13th Age. You guys are out of the Stone Thief. How do you feel?
Woo!
Woo!
We did it.
Finally.
We're out of structured content. We're back to the Wild Wild West of half put together plot hooks and whatever you guys feel like doing in a given week. Woo!
Woo! That's what I like to hear.
Rumham, who are you? Who are you playing?
Oh no, why me? I'm Rumham. I'm playing Kalia, the shitty cleric / shield bearer, but slightly less shitty cleric.
You're a full-fledged cleric now.
Still pretty shitty.
You can still be full-fledged and shitty.
The
Yeah,
semi-atheist cleric.
Now tell the viewers where you draw your divine power from.
You know, the friendships we made
The
along
power
the
of
way.
friendship.
Yeah, so my divine power used to come from the Crusader. We don't talk about the Crusader anymore. And now it comes from the divine power of friendship and all of our combined icon relationships.
Ellen.
Yeah. I'm Ellen. I play dwarven bard Dame Kiri Jadespine, who is an opera singer. She sings at people.
Pow.
That's her shtick.
I'm playing Leanne Lawrence, the commander. I yell at people, and I store command points in my cane, and it glows. The eyes do.
You have how many points do you have of them now? Are they back to empty?
Yeah, they're drained.
All right, Max.
Hi everyone, I'm Max. I play Lucian. I'm the person that Leanne yells at, primarily. I am a ranger barbarian class style, and I am a werewolf. So when I turn into barbarian, I actually transform, and he uses the power of the priestess to kind of control his rage and Hulk abilities.
And you just got nerfed a bit because I've accidentally been applying the multi-classing rules wrong, and one of our viewers caught it. Thank you, viewers, for keeping my players in check. Kalia just finished leveling up, getting stuff, and had to retake some of it away. That was fun. Max has been slightly OP for a while, but mostly wasn't using his bonuses, so all good.
Don't worry, I handicapped myself.
Yeah, he was OP, but it's not like he was actually using it.
Well, a lot of
Doesn't really
all of
matter.
his barbarian stuff cooks off of mostly like melee attacks, and he doesn't. Yeah, we all know he doesn't like to do melee attacks these days.
Lame.
And last but certainly not least, Seb.
Hi, I'm Seb. I play Raza the Lizard Folk. I am currently a small rodent enthusiast, and sometimes I commit grave acts of violence.
Sometimes, or like most times.
I mean, only on days that end with Y. So.
Hold on, let me check the calendar.
Wait a minute. They all.
I'm checking the Conca. Let me check this world's calendar. The Imperial calendar has 10 days. Moon Day, Oath Day, Fire Day, Star Day, Sun Day, Earth Day, Wind Day, Air Day, God's Day, and Toils Day. Oh, that's all of them still.
Why do you have Star Day and Sunday?
Because they're different, pal. The stars are smaller. Haven't you looked at the sky sometime?
You're right. It just
Also,
feels like...
Stars are only out at night.
Yeah.
They're shy.
You're right.
All right. So when we last left off, the party had gone into the Stone Thief, a massive living dungeon that had eaten a windmill blessed by the priestess. In an effort to recover said windmill, several a long adventure later, and much pain and misery, they and a couple lost slaves, they managed to get out a small handful of living slaves, including Fazin, a jade spine related to the dame, as well as a researcher that was stuck in cryostasis from the age of the blazing meteor, who came from the same sci-fi area as Raza and Havel. And they got the windmill out, disgorged in a pile of vomity debris of building after stabbing the stone thief in the gullet a few times. The stone thief then shirked off into the underground, leaving the party amidst a pile of rubble and ruin, and mostly dead bodies, including orcs, but a couple living, both slaves and orcs, and the windmill stripped down, but still a solid core piece. From there, the Ganny Dent took his slaves under his care to Santa Cora, possibly with help from the party. And we're just going to do a montage. You guys will have gotten into Santa Cora since we last left off. Kalia, tell me something, a complication or event that happened along the way to Santa Cora, including you have to get something has to be done about, say, the researcher or the windmill. Like, now you got out of the stone thief. What are you going to do with it now?
They sent the researcher back to the party's base by boat, and Kalia had to be forcefully removed from the boat because she kept trying to sneak away from Santa Cora because she doesn't want to be in Santa Cora.
Now, did you put him on the same boat you guys came over on, Lucian's old friend, the gnome, who had a little mini boat?
Yeah, and Kalia was just like smooth talking him, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you can fit on there, no extra charge." But then someone, has to like grab her by the collar to keep her from getting on the boat.
Yeah, Dame, you had to broker passage across and keep Kalia from escaping. Tell us how what something the Dame did to make those things happen.
Just kept chanting at Kalia, Spa Day. Santa Cora, Spa Day. And as well as paying a little bit of extra on the side. But maybe she bartered one of her hats to be like, no, you need to leave like now, like right away.
All right, go ahead and give me 6d10.
Me, the Dame?
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Bartering a single person's passage across with the extra hush-hush money to keep Kalia off was 35 gold.
All right.
How? Yep. Perfect. All right. Pow, what's something else that happened along the way? An event, a complication, you can pick.
All right, so listen, all I'm gonna say is we left our wagon. The living dungeon went through. It's stuck in like a bunch of rocks and rubble now. You gotta get it out.
That's true. Are you going to try to recover your wagon? Your horses are certainly not there anymore.
I think we probably should at least get the things from it, right?
Yeah, you did
Yeah.
have food and such on it.
Yeah, let's get our stuff, but not worry about the wagon itself.
Yeah. Fair enough. Then. That was it. That was my complication.
All
You know,
right,
grab
pick
the
someone
wagon.
that's to help solve what you're doing with all this stuff.
Hey, you know what, Seb? Raza gets to solve this issue.
It goes in the river.
The party's
The
unloading
river
stuff.
that conveniently leads to Santa Cora, so we can just push our stuff down the river instead of having to carry it.
No. It just goes in the river.
The party's unloading stuff from the rubble, and Ross is just tossing random items into the water. Max, you see Ross tossing the party's items into the water. What do you do?
I will distract Raza. I don't know. And collect the stuff, of course. Maybe I will.
No. Hold on a second. What are you
Mhm.
doing to distract me? Because I've matured. I'm a team player now. Party needs to get this stuff
I'm
out of
a
here.
team player now, throwing stuff in the water.
Yeah, they want to get rid of it, right? Otherwise, they just leave it where it is.
Well, I was thinking of
Didn't you
maybe
literally
putting my
steal an
invisible
egg?
rope into use here, and maybe dangling some meat from it, and hopefully
Nah.
Raza will be entered, or just
You're
tying
getting-
Raza up with it.
I've had the taste of paradise with Leanne's cooking.
That, The meat
That,
trick doesn't work.
That kebab was mwah. So
That's right. Leanne cooked.
This is why you don't feed the wild animals, Leanne.
Leanne, with her dabbling cook background, cooked up a wonderful kebab dish that included a rare ingredient that lets Raza breathe fire briefly.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
So
Will Raza be bribed with money? Shiny coins.
how much?
An extra polished coin, and some really shiny rocks that I found in the stream. It's a pretty big rock, and it's
Rocks?
like almost a purple.
Are you
It's a shiny rock that has been tumbled down the
Are
riverbed.
you
It's perfect sphere,
A
and
marble.
it catches the light, and it's got this, or a marble, yeah.
I feed the rock to and take the coin into my my gizzard, my storage gizzard, and then I continue my work of throwing stuff in the river.
Oh my god.
Question: why doesn't somebody just take the stuff back out of the river?
That's what I'm doing.
Does
And I
that
can.
How much?
Connect-
How much? Can't we just like build a sled or something? Can't you guys build a sled? I'm not helping.
You're busy. You're busy throwing shit in the water.
Zap.
Hey, that was
have
out of
anything to do
character.
with carpentry, but will happily direct other people on how she thinks one should build a sled theoretically.
Yeah, how much does this all weigh, really?
Can I ask Havel to teleport him away?
I don't know if Havel is going to spend his once per what is it? Is it daily?
It's daily.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to spend daily on this event.
Havel has to
Well,
know
that's for
how
Havel to
important our
decide.
food is.
Oh, if you guys need food, I can just find something and kill it for us. Like I said, how much does this stuff really weigh?
I mean, it's all on a cart, so you and Lucian could probably pull it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, no. I'm gonna unload some of the more useless stuff into the river.
What does Raza think is useful? Let's start there, right?
Okay. Anything that isn't coin is probably gonna get tossed into
What
the
about
river
food?
to start. Food goes in the water because you can just find more food. There's food everywhere, you guys. There's rabbits. There's rats. I saw a pigeon earlier.
Does your baby dragon eat something though?
Yeah.
I don't know what he eats. He just ate that rock.
GM, pull up, Ha, of course, is browsing around, splashing in the river, eating random rocks, burping up small bits of flame.
Most of the rations that I throw in there too, because I'm throwing those rations like dried bread. What is the matter with you guys?
A lot of them are dried meats and fruits and nuts from the Fey Queen from they visited, all of which are very nutritious and delicious.
Disgusting. It's all old and dry and hard. No.
As you guys go back and forth, arguing over what gets brought where, enough time has passed that, believe it or not, a large living dungeon disgorging its contents attracts a certain amount of attention. You hear horses coming up and pulling up nearby. It's a bunch of clerically dressed men and women, all in robes and of white and pink and cyan, and they are disembarking and coming over to the group.
Let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go now. Let's leave now. We gotta go.
Maybe they'll carry some of the food.
Hail, travelers!
I draw my axe.
Hail!
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Dave's
whoa.
gonna kind of like pull on Raza's axe a little bit. Like, no, hang on.
Friends, we come in peace. We come in peace. We heard the terrifying earthquake of this of a nearby thing and came to investigate. And here we find rubble and a windmill and you.
Not just any windmill.
Doesn't that
It's-
windmill belong in Greenwell?
Yes.
I barely recognized it without its exterior.
It's been through a lot.
I can tell, and certainly so have you. Maybe lend some assistance to you kind travelers. Bring you to a nearby temple, cleric.
That would be greatly appreciated.
We're actually heading straight right into Santa Cora. You can hitch a ride. We can carry some of your stuff.
It would be
Even more
delighted.
appreciated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got pretty big arms. I think we can carry this ourselves.
Oh, most holy Azamir, please let us bear your burdens.
No. You see, definitely not
It
holy.
would bring great shame to our people. Our gods would be most displeased if we did not help out those in need.
It's okay. We're not in need, right,
Thank you.
guys?
Talia,
Right?
when
Sure.
someone mistakes you for a god, you say yes. Let them carry your stuff.
Fine, but I get to keep my shield.
Obviously. Don't disarm yourself.
They help you load up your items and such, and exchange pleasantries and such, bandage up any of your wounds. What are you gonna do with the windmill?
Probably should return it to Green, to where it belongs.
Pretty sure that city's gone.
I mean, only a section of it. I mean, there's still some livable area.
We can sell it to someone in Santa Cora. I'm sure they'd want it.
Yes, I wholly believe the priestess will have the answer of how to transport this sacred windmill back to whence it came.
Yeah,
Wait, were we
just leave
supposed to
people
roll
carry it.
icon relationships?
Yes, go ahead and roll your icon relationships now, and discard at your current hand.
By the way, I'm marking that one coin. Okay.
There's a discard all in your card section, by the way. That you'll want to do before you roll
Where?
your
Oh,
icon
there it is.
relationships.
Also, my health is showing back at level 4 again.
I will take a quick peek.
Ooh. I have 1 and 1.
Give me a second, let it all just come in. Alright, let's go. Kalia, man, you just got rolled a whole lot of nothing, huh? Well, yeah, nothing. Lucian.
Nothing, but can I re-roll? Don't I have that trait? That magic boots?
The magic boots. Yes, you are traveling towards a temple and such. Your boots of the traveling pilgrim let you re-roll your priestess if you want.
And there was much rejoice.
Are we sure that this one is working correctly? Because I could have sworn I saw a 6 on one of mine.
And a 5.
Yeah.
It is possible. So we are on Foundry 074 now. We did a pretty big jump up. It is possible that certain aspects of the system are no longer working, especially since the Dice API got updated. So it's looking likely that there's almost no chance all of you rolled nothing, right? So if all of you could tell me.
I rolled 1 5 with the druid and 1 6 with the archmage.
Okay.
I think I had something with the Dwarf King, but I don't remember because I wasn't specifically watching my dice. Do you mind if I just re-roll as actual die?
Can't you just go back in the rolls tab?
No, it's not showing in the
Oh.
rolls tab.
You're right, because it replaces them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no record.
mine are just showing up as all zeros too.
Yep. All right. Tell you what. Each of you goes through and tell me one icon relationship you want to have as a 6, and that's how we'll handle it for now, and I'll fix it by next time.
Yeah, I'll
Talia.
take it for.
All right.
I mean, we're going to Santa Cora. I guess the priestess would be a good one to have.
All right, Dame.
I'll take Emperor.
And Lucian. Priestess.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. All right, they load you up and get you going and start singing their hymnal chants along the way. And you're on the road to Santa Cora.
On the road again.
Seb, tell us something that happens along the way.
Are you sure about this one?
Yeah, I'm sure about this one.
Skeleton dragon for Pow.
The skeleton
right.
dragon doesn't exist. It's now a dinosaur dragon in the living dungeon. We've been over this. Come on now.
Is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
You guys are
Problem
kind of
solved. Easy clap.
Pow, give us another thing along the way then.
All right. On the way there, one of the pathways goes through a small canyon to Santa Cora.
Mm-hmm.
The living dungeon completely just ruined that road to where it's no longer usable, and we need to find another way around it.
Oh no. Who are you going to nominate to solve this problem?
You know what? The Dame can handle it.
Dave, road's out. What do you do?
Through a small canyon. Probably the dame's aware that there's a goat track that runs up on top of the canyon instead of down into it for during the rainy season, usage during the rainy season.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows about this because she has traveled between Santa Cora and Axis before, during the rainy season when they were forced to use that instead. And she mostly remembers it being almost as muddy as being down in the canyon, but she does remember where to find it.
It gets you across and through, although the various clergymen and women are very much trying to keep their pristine robes out of the mud that's still there.
So is the dame.
Yep. And you come up across Santa Cora. You go around a bend, Skyrim style, and as the road winds, where is my scenes? You can see Santa Cora off in the distance. I couldn't quite find what I was looking for, but the very first thing that recognizes when you're looking at Santa Cora is a giant floating cathedral. Picture it even more grandiose than this, with massive wings coming down, arm wings coming down over the city, almost as if it's enveloping the city in its embrace. The sight of it is said to be so divinely that often people have had changes of heart just from the sight of it. And even the blind can see it floating in the sky. How do you guys feel seeing it?
Lucian's very happy, and he'll say a little prayer to himself and hold his necklace.
I've seen better.
Leanne just rolls her eyes. She's not interested at all.
The dame's impressed, but not for like priestess reasons. Like that is one impressive building.
Let me pull up my quest log real quick. Alright, we're in Santa Cora. Mark Santa Cora as in progress. Perfect. Oopity oopity oopity. One second, my notes are all over the place because I'm never an organized person. As you guys approach the city, a congregation dressed in a different sect of divinity, worshipping a different god and church, comes galloping out on horses with golden breastplates, and their armor is all gilded with jewels and sapphires and gold. They just look like they are wealthy beyond compare. And they approach the party, which is riding along with the other group that you're already traveling with, who stops their horses and carriage and start whispering amongst themselves. It's the Church of Providence. Oh, it's the Church of Providence. Lower your eyes. And one of the leaders pushes forward and raises up his hand. Let Sharnu bless you, travelers.
No.
Lucian will just kind of give like a nod and just try to keep going.
You are on the cart, and the group that you're traveling with is not budging and just averting their eyes.
They're not going.
No, they are just paused because these people that just approached you are blocking the roadway, and one of their leaders is heading towards you, his hand out raised, looking for a conversation.
Come on, Lucian, aren't these your people?
And what did he just say to us? Sorry.
Hail, travelers.
Hi.
Greetings.
Oh, mighty adventurers, may I inquire, are you the ones who saved our glorious windmill?
Indeed.
News travels fast. I could not mistake such gallant heroes, even from a distance. He gets off of his horse and pulls off a smooth, leathery glove with small gold weave through it, and reaches out a hand to shake Lucian's hand, who's talking back to him. I'm Lemuel, head of my church.
It's good to meet you, Father Lemuel.
Oh, please, you can just call me Lemuel. Sharnu looks upon all of us with equality, so long as we are shown to have his graces. And
Now, does
truly,
Lucian
go ahead.
know Shamu?
No, one, it's Sharnu.
Sharnu?
And no, you're about to enter Santa Cora, where there is about a new religion per block.
Okay.
The dame might actually have heard of it in a small circles. A lot of rich and well-off people tend to be members of the Church of Sharnu.
Sorry, I've studied the light gods, and I don't know a Sharnu.
Ah, there are many, many bright gods out there. Sharnu is the one of providence. He shows his favor by those who have righteous living. And truly, you are the most righteous of them all, for you have saved something that's been bestowed a blessing by the priestess. Please come travel with us when we can bring you into the city with fanfare befitting of a hero.
Yeah.
I do enjoy a good fanfare.
I don't think that'll be necessary. The praise should go to the priestess.
Food and alcohol? Will there be food and
Why,
alcohol?
yes,
with
of
fanfare?
course. We can prepare a feast post-haste. Let us escort you and your kind travel companions into the city.
Yeah, I am ravenous. Aren't you, Raza? You want some food? These guys got food, Raza.
Yeah, no. I just look at Kalia dismissively and go back to like squeezing so he burps out fire.
Lemuel waves a hand and sends a rider comes up. He whispers in his hand, and the rider goes off at a gallop. Horse already starting to froth in the milk. The congregation will be prepared by the time we get there. We shall shower you with gifts and food and the fame for the what you have done.
Well, I mean, if you insist.
He gives a hearty laugh, and his congregation, far outshining the simple travelers you are already with, falls in line around you in an honor guard formation as you start heading in towards Santa Cora. Lemuel himself stays back towards the cart and starts asking the party all sorts of questions about the stone thief and their adventures and things like that.
But you know, they have quite the slavery problem there.
Oh,
it's a
terrible.
real tragedy.
Terrible.
It would break your heart. Which is why, you know, there's more heroics to be done.
Why, certainly there has to be. There's always more heroicism in the world to be had.
Which means that any of your followers in search of a way to honor the god of providence might want to put themselves in the way of such a rescue mission.
Our hands are currently full trying to uphold the trading houses from terrible pithy thieves and demon cults. Why, there's yet another rumor on the street that the blasphemous dark gods intend to strike in the heart of Santa Cora. But we shall keep the city safe. But I have connections. I can get you into the cathedral for an audience.
Oh, can you?
Why, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Only
I'm not
befitting
sure.
of heroes such as yourselves, or dare I say, champions. Get it? Because that's the tier you're at. Huh?
Get out of here. Get out.
All right, I'm out.
You're no longer welcome to
Goodbye.
be the GM.
All right, for the rest of the game, the GM will be Raza, not Seb. Raza.
All right, cool.
What about
It's a
Okay,
bit
so
young.
first motion of the GM, I vomit bones on the table.
You know what? Changed my mind. I'm back to GM, baby.
I'm not sure I want to meet anyone in the cathedral myself.
Why, that is where the priestess herself is. Surely you must want to receive her favor for your work.
Nope, definitely not. We're not allowed in there.
I think what
Actually,
everyone is trying to say is, though we are all heroes, as so to speak, we might not all be as pious as you all are.
okay, I get it, Lucian.
Oh,
Why
the
did you say it in
priestess.
plain words?
The priestess's smile favors all of us, regardless of upbringing. Why, I myself was born as part of a group of poor scavengers, scratching out existence along the seawall, picking what I could to survive. Imperial defenders brought me to Santa Cora after a monster attacked from the Iron Sea, and here I've been raised ever since. Charnu brought me in, and Charnu brought me up.
Oh,
And the
you don't have to
priestess
speak
smiles
of
at us all.
redemption, then. We know of the, I guess, gratitude that she holds for people that don't partake. But nonetheless, I think some of our party would be uncomfortable, but I'd be happy to go with anyone of our party who's willing to.
Here, as a gesture of goodwill, I understand, we're new people, and you're new travelers in new land. Let me extend Charnu's blessing to you. And he offers out a symbol of his faith for you to put your hand on.
I'll put my hand on it.
All right. Yeah, Dame will too.
Both of you feel power infused into you as he does a small prayer over it, and both of you can now cast a single usage of Smite.
Oh,
Great. I see Charnu is strong with you.
Charnu
Yeah.
favors those with his presence.
Indeed.
bless the priestess.
He does a holy symbol as well. You guys are entering the main city now, and his rider has brought a large chorus of people who are cheering and blowing horns from the sidelines as you guys approach. Confetti's in the air. I guess I don't have a sound effect for this. Oh well.
Dame has the princess wave going.
You can see some people in the background, seeing that you're now already associated with the Charnu religion, already turning away. This is a city where religions compete all the time, and from their perspective, the Charnu have attached themselves to your whatever lay of claim that you have. How's it feel to be paraded into town, showered with flowers and attention?
Only what the
Lucian does
Dames
not
do.
like it. Just tries to give like humble nods, but doesn't like it. Grizz probably likes it. His tongue out the carriage, just looking at everybody.
Leanne she's just standing there stoically. She never went into the business to get praised like this.
Raza stands at the front holding like Simba and squeezes him so he burps out flames.
The crowd, a bunch of the kids in the crowd go wild with this.
Kali is doing the celebrity thing. They're just like covering her face just in case, someone in the crowd might recognize her or something.
All right, we have up an image of the main city now. It is all sorts of temples and cathedrals, all stacked one on top of each other. Various statues and tributes to pretty much any god you can imagine are lined across thoroughfares. People are going about their day and business. Some people are begging for money, but in your parade, as it were, you don't get a chance to really interact with them. You see the occasional guard here and there, but by and by, for it being a large city, you see far less guards than you would expect. And instead, all sorts of people are dancing, people are feasting. There's at least 6 different stages full of people playing music and acting and performing things. There's probably multiple festivals going on at any given time in any day of Santa Cora with how many gods there are.
Nice.
Civilization at last.
Is there like good food around us?
You haven't been steered towards the food areas, but there is a market and food area. They are instead steering you towards their main church, which is is in the center of a main street. In fact, it looks a lot like this. It's the end of a long boulevard. It is by far bigger and more ornate than any of the churches in the nearby street. It's not maybe the biggest in the city, but it is certainly top 10, top 12.
What about top 11?
Nope, no, definitely not top 11.
All right, so we narrowed it down. Top 10 or top 12?
And you're ushered in to the church where an entire giant table, 20 feet long, is full of dishes of food from all aspects of all across the empire. You have dishes famous to the northern parts or to the city of Glitterhagen, the city of monsters that might appeal to Raza. You have things spiced with spices from Nomad. You have vegetarian dishes. You have steaks. You have seafood. There's an entire a large squid in the center of the table that's been grilled. There's beautiful servants handing out wine and alcohol and ale and juices, and they have ice in them even.
Dude.
What do you think, Leanne?
I could do without the scenery, but the food looks good.
Raza, what food do you go for first?
I start at the tip of the giant squid and start trying to swallow the whole thing.
You can get about half of it in before having to start digesting.
That's fine.
A small group of servants have taken to and are hand feeding it as it does cute little baby dragon head things. How about you, Lucian? What are you eating and drinking?
Lucian doesn't do too good at parties, especially with attention. So he's sticking kind of close to Dame, just in case somebody needs to talk to them, but also keeping an eye on Kalia and occasionally giving her looks like, don't make a scene.
Oh, Kalia is guzzling down alcohol.
Yeah, that's why the looks are there.
Just like anything that's put in front of her. It doesn't matter what it is. She's probably like egging some priest to take a shot with her or something.
Raza strolls over with a bit of tentacle hanging out of his mouth and starts like sniffing the cups.
Oh yeah, Raza, drink it. You'll like it. It's nice and stinky.
Oh yeah, let's
What
get
are you
on.
drinking?
What are you drinking, Kalia?
Anything that is slightly fermented and put in front of her.
Kalia, you don't even get a roll. You are already drunk.
Good.
Leanne, what are you eating and drinking?
Leanne is just going for some nice normal juices, and she immediately went for the spicier foods. Simple as that.
You like spicier foods are where you're at?
For Leanne, yeah.
All
That's what
right.
she prefers.
Dame?
The dame found. Is there like dwarven food there?
There is.
The dame is like hanging out there, like she has like little like dwarven finger food, and she's also drinking. But she's not drinking dwarven ale. I think she's drinking a fine imperial wine from a southern winery.
Mm-hmm.
And she's loving this. This is why she got into opera.
There are many pieces of art along the walls as you guys feast. This is the first great food you've had outside of Leanne's cooking in quite a long time. But the piece I'll draw your attention to is this. And catching you guys, some of you guys taking a look at it, probably the dame first. Lemuel says, that piece, yes. That is the early cathedral. At the start of the age, when the priestess first stepped up to the world scene, this was her humble abode. The start of she spoke for a single bright god from her cathedral, and people came to visit. Over time, it grew, its wings enveloping, growing and shrinking as various faiths came up in providence and fell out of favor, until it is what is over the city now. Some believe that being born under it is a gift from the gods.
It's stunning.
Thank you, I commissioned it myself.
Yeah.
Tell me, why Charnu? Out of all of them out there, I can see that there's a lot of different. I know that there's a bunch of different bright gods.
There
Why
certainly
Charnu?
are. Boy, is that a story that I would like to tell you once I find it in these notes. We are a fairly new sect, I'll give you that. When I was a boy and I was first evacuated from the Iron Wall by the Imperials, I was given a chance of a new life. But there were so many religions and such out there. While browsing through the libraries trying to learn for the first time about my options, not just survival, but piety, I was taught to read by the kind librarian. I came across old where is it? I came across various books and scrolls that made reference to the ancient goddess of light, Charnu. And this one spoke to me. It talked about how Charnu would favor those, mark his favor in a clear way, not just a way that, you feel on the inside, but a way you can demonstrate. Victory, stature, wealth, all of these are signs of Charnu's favor, and those are the things I pined for. Those are the things I believed in. I could see that those could help someone be good. It doesn't help if you're a poor monk who's a pious of heart. Your words can only go so far. It's only by having and giving that to those who are less fortunate that we can do right in the world and spread our word the best.
Thanks for sharing.
I love sharing I's story. Tell me, what bright gods do you all follow?
Well, you know how I said.
God or whatever's in this cup, am I right?
The bright god of fermentation is a more popular choice, not what I particularly follow.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's just mad fermented up in here. It's got maybe a grape, probably
You might be the
5
first
grapes at least.
Azamir and people have seen drunk.
Oh.
I want to thank you again for your kindness and hospitality, and I whisper to him to please not serve her anymore.
And he makes a gesture, and his servants are now replacing her glasses with just non-alcoholic juice.
Hey! I still have taste buds, buddy.
No, we're too drunk to notice.
All right. Let's see. And to answer your previous question, I believe myself and maybe one other party member actually is pious and actually worships the light gods. But as I strongly believe, anybody can make that change, and anybody can. Doesn't matter where you came from. You can do good in the world, as obviously our group has done, even if some of us came from pretty bad situations.
Truer words have never been spoke. A cheers to our new adventures and Lucian the Pious! Where's my soundboard? I put away my soundboard.
He's so pious. He really showed that fake queen how pious he was, right, guys?
The what?
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, the tent of titillation.
While you guys have been feasting and dining, all of your belongings and such have been neatly put away in rooms prepared for you. Each of these rooms is large enough to be a small tavern and are decorated with just think, like the nicest hotel room you can get. Um, and Lemuel lets you know that you're all welcome to stay here as long as you want. And as long as you're in the
too
city.
kind.
Well, I know he likes gold, so I'll tip him.
He laughs and pockets away the gold anyway.
Well, I'll take free room and board.
Yeah.
Kalia is like falling asleep in an armchair in the lobby.
Leanne, do you want to watch over Callie and make sure she doesn't get into trouble?
I
I know
don't
this is
think she'll
hard
be
for her.
getting into any trouble at this point.
We can have the servants bring her back to her room and she can take a lovely nap on our fine down bedding.
Yeah, she's snoring now.
The memory feather. It absorbs your dreams such that your favorable dreams are replayed back to you.
True.
Nice.
Strange.
Those are still able. Would you like to go shopping?
We can
I-
arrange for people to carry whatever you purchase.
That won't be necessary. You've done enough.
I am getting rest before I even consider
Yeah.
shopping.
All right.
Gotta do
then
that
we'll
on
meet
a
in
full
the
night's
morning.
sleep.
Are we
Is there
supposed to see the priestess tomorrow, or what?
I have sent word already, and I will arrange a meeting post haste, but she is very busy, as you understand. It may take a few days.
Thank you.
So sleep now.
Yes, everyone's
Shop
going
later.
to sleep. Yeah.
Is there like obviously? Are there servants like all around?
All round.
Raza wants a hireling.
Yeah? Alright. How do you get this point across?
Let's see. Okay, who's directing them?
Larnu is definitely giving orders, but there is a steward who is giving more the minute-to-minute orders.
Who looks the most bullyable?
The steward.
The steward. Okay, I'm going to go up to the steward.
Alright. He is trembling a little. There's a big lizard in front of him. Not wearing anything but painting.
I smell of squid and ale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull some coin out.
Alright. From
I'm gonna-
where?
I'm-
Your second gizzard, right?
He has a
No.
backpack.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
have a backpack.
I have a small satchel. Yeah, I'm gonna pull some coin out. I'm gonna put like, you know what? I'm gonna put 1 gold coin, the one that,
The shined up one.
yeah, the one that Rumhand gave me. I'm gonna put it in his hand.
Some back and forth of him asking what you want and you shaking your head yes or no eventually gets you to a hireling. And he lines you up like 5 options, a variety of male and female of various races for you to pick from. All are very like smooth-skinned and fair complexioned.
Quick side.
Which one of them
What's
is
a hireling?
A hireling is someone who just does what you want. That's just, you hire them to do things.
A slave?
No, you pay them. They're like, they're paid to, carry your stuff.
It's
They're
like hiring
interns.
a
They're paid interns.
Okay.
Which one of them has a plate of food right now?
One of them is carrying a cheese tray, and the other is carrying a tray of sliced meats.
Okay. I point at that one.
He hands off his tray to someone else and is now following you around. I'm not super sure what to do with
No.
himself.
No. I put another coin down on in the guy's hand.
Uh-huh.
Bring the meat tray.
They would have handed it to you anyway, but you now are carrying a meat tray and have a hireling following you around.
No, I give the meat tray to the hireling. He needs to get.
Perfect. You know what you're
He's
doing.
immediately getting to work. Yeah.
All right. The rest of you are offered to be shown back to your rooms.
Yep.
Yep.
Dame's cool with that.
It probably takes like 3 or 4 people to get Kalia up to her bedroom.
All right. You guys enjoy the nicest night of sleep you have had, possibly in your entire life. Not just in terms of like the luxury that you're sleeping in, which is like Dame's maybe been in similar things. The rest of you maybe not. But any sleep, like even a simple simple sleeping bag, after that much long hard effort is gonna feel great. And those two things put together, you guys will all for the rest of the session get a free reroll at any skill checks from extremely well rested.
Excellent.
Do I have a hangover in the morning?
You have slept so well that you do not.
Wow.
Gotta get me one of
Where
those
can I get
memory
this
feather
bed
mattresses.
in real life?
It's like they hook up an IV to her while she's asleep, and when she wakes up, like just minutes before she wakes up, they're like hiding it, and they're like, "Oh yes, the best pillows, the best."
When you guys wake up, of which I kind of assume none of you are waking up before like 11, right? You're sleeping in.
I don't think Lucian can.
Sleep in?
Yeah. How late were we up? I mean, if we were used to like 2 hours at a time and then checking, like, even if it was great, like, how long could somebody sleep?
If you got up at midnight, they would have had like a small amount of servants there and ready to give you a snack.
No, I just said probably a little bit before.
All right. Well, Lucian's out there first, but in the morning, as the sun's rising and coming through the stained glass window, of which is gorgeous, they have a smaller array on the table, but it is still a huge breakfast offering of croissants and soft cheeses and breakfast cereals and the lambs and the slaws and the carp and the fruit bats and the large chalupas, and the Lord spake, saying, "First thou shalt take out the holy carp." And it's a lovely breakfast.
Kalia eats through the prayers.
You get a couple eyes from that, but no one's going to disrespect the guests.
That's what I thought.
Raza is, of course, being followed around by his hireling. Heh is being carried by various other servants and being taken care of.
No, we don't spoil him.
People are feeding him under the table.
I'm sure they are, but like nobody. If anybody picks him up or tries to pet him in Roz's eye, they're getting a tail slap.
Lemuel inquires to the party, "I hope you slept well."
We did, thank you.
Marvelous.
We will have a sermon at our church late in the day around 4 p.m., shortly before dinner. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I've already arranged to have a local servant to show you around the city. There's not great maps of it. I'd hope you don't have those silly dark god maps that they've been handing around. The city is a organic thing, a divine thing. The shapes are organic and flowing like the aether, and only those who live here truly know their way around. I hope you take one of them with you to find your way.
We appreciate it. Thank you. Any word on the priestess?
It is, the paperwork has been filled, it has been bumped up, it is going as fast as I can make it happen.
Thank you.
No, like where can we go shopping? Like, I got some money to spend, and I really gotta go shopping.
Is that food in mouth or already drunk?
Yes, food in mouth.
Okay.
Why, the Chanu loves the aspect of shopping. It is the exchange of wealth for items of need that can help out others and yourself. And there is a great holy market down not too far from here that is the center of the city that you can find all that you may wish to inquire about.
Perfect. Can't thank you enough again.
Oh, we cannot thank you enough for your service in that terrible dungeon.
We'll see you at 4.
He hands each of you an incredibly ornate pocket watch to keep time with. Easily worth like 10 gold alone for this pocket watch.
Guess I needed a new one.
Hey, 10 free gold.
Kalia.
Well, I'll sell it when they're not around. Jeez.
Now, Dame, we said that the researcher went off on the boat. Did you send Fazan on the boat with, or did you bring Fazan with?
Fazan is with us in hopes that we can find a healer. Because as it is right now, he's too traumatized to appreciate being home.
That is a fair choice. They have already brought him away to their finest healers here, if that's all right with you.
Yep, totally fine.
He wasn't eating without a tongue.
Yeah, they kind of had to be hand-fed. All right. You guys are ready to go shopping then?
Yeah.
As you're about to leave, a aide walks up and to the dame and is like, I acquired after that spa day that you asked about last night, and it took a little finagling, a little, lubrication, but I have gotten you an invite to the spa within the lower bounds of the cathedral itself. There is a small demigod there who, a demigod of fire who warms up the entire bath.
You don't say. That sounds simply divine.
I have an invitation for your whole party, if you are so interested.
Guys, Kalia, Leanne, spa day.
Anything to wash this swamp gunk off of me.
Yes. I do have some calluses that could be shaved down.
Frankly, we should have done this before we slept in those beds.
They have already changed the sheets and such. There were nice baths and such here, but they are certainly not the spa event of the season that people wait years to get into, that you just got invited to.
Wait. Have we already gone shopping?
No.
No, we're being
okay.
invited to a spa.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have an option. You can either go to the spa now, or you can go shopping. They'll take you either place.
I'll go wherever the party's going, but just to be sure, I'm gonna give my manservant a budget and take them, let them take Halval into town to get greased up.
You're sending Halval off on his own shopping adventure?
I mean, he can just come back whenever he wants.
That's true. Halval, for the first time since you found him, is separated from you and largely independent. He can actually tell this person what to do. How do you think Halval feels about that?
He just starts crying.
The aide has the hireling has no idea what to do with the sentient talking axe that is now crying in his arms.
No, I'm fine. It's just been so long.
Are they not like soulbound or anything? Like, why doesn't he? Hobble just like take a sentient being, or just not sentient? But,
They
like,
are Hobble will at some point, even outside of his own accord, teleport back to Raza's hands.
Oh, that's sad.
So long as Raza is bound to Hobble.
Yeah, it's probably like a DNA imprintment chip or something in there that just scans Raza's palm every time he holds him to make sure. But Raza will like put the axe inside of the aide's hands and like space them out so that they're not triggering the mechanism, and he can just carry him into town. And he's like, get the thing oiled. If spend whatever you want on him. Really.
I'm really struggling to picture how you're conveying this information.
I'm hopeful it's an interpretive dance.
It is. I take the aide's like shirt, right? Like I grab part of the shirt and I start shining.
Get in it and then
Hobble with it.
Hobble.
Yeah. And then I give it to him. I give him some silver. No, some gold. I'll give him. I don't know how much oiling is, but I'll just tell me a number, and then I'll just push Halval into the dude's hands, and then I'll start walking off with the rest of the party.
Hobble can explain the rest once he's done crying.
That's true. All right, you guys head toward shopping. The aide neatly navigates you through the city, avoiding the parts of the city where people are fighting to attract new talent or where there are festivals and dancing people going by. More than once there is insatiable dancing parties blocking your path and you have to go down a different way. And he eventually gets you to the Holy Market. I mean, it's a market, right? But picture unlike a lot of the markets, everything here is very polite. People aren't pushing and shoving. All the items are almost entirely stamped with insignias of the Great Golden Worm or the Emperor or the Priestess or a Bright God. There's not that many hawkers. There are people crying out things like, this soap, blessed by the bright god of fragrance and things like that. But there aren't that many, hawkers in general.
More
I thought we were going to
Talia
the.
is pushing and shoving for sure.
I'm sorry?
I thought we were going to the spot.
We're going shopping first. I think.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I gave you the option and didn't actually wait for an answer. Do you want to go to the spa first? That's completely acceptable.
That's what I thought the invite was, but
you can go to
both.
Fine.
We already got this description. We're here.
More and more with like all these people who are like they're so polite. I'm like, nope, they're all drugged.
Standing counterpoint to the rest of the voices out there, all which are very polite and calm and smooth, you pick out from a distance a raspier voice. It's not quite proper English. Let's see if I can remember how to do the voice here. Goods and services here. I got your scorpions on a string. I got your bright god blessed soap. I got your ornaments. I got the little diggly danglies. Do you want dragon-related items?
I'm going straight to him.
So is Lucian.
You will not smell like poop anymore with this soap.
And just follows
I can guarantee it myself.
Hey, I'm looking for some dingly danglies.
He doesn't recognize us.
No, give me a second. I was finishing with my spiel. You guys round the corner, and there is your favorite, almost poop-smelling kobold from session fucking 4. That was my one. Grizzle the kobold, who you saved from a poop pit back in the first act. and then gave away to a dragon. He has on a simple apron over his kobold skin. He is the cleanest he's ever been, and he has tried to sell knickknacks and such to people around him.
You know,
I approach him.
I didn't realize that this was Grizzle because I never met Grizzle. I just wanted to go to this person because he's the only one that sounded interesting.
What, you met Grizzle?
Wait, yeah, no, Callie met Grizzle.
No, I didn't.
No?
I'm pretty sure
You guys were giving him to the dragon like the first session I joined you.
Oh
You didn't
gosh,
help
I
kill
forgot
the
that.
abomination?
No, I joined as you guys were taking down the dragon.
Yeah, she's right. You guys, she has not met Grizzle, and technically Leanne hasn't either. Oh, nor Raza.
Grizzle.
Nope, never.
So only
Rockmaster.
the Damon should remember him.
Yep.
Greetings, Grizzle.
Master, I can't believe I have Dragon Master too, but you came back for Grizzle.
Well,
It's me, Grizzle.
if I knew you were here, of course I would come. But
Did you get
Yeah,
my
I
letter?
didn't-
You sent me that letter the one time I sent it back, but I didn't know how to write.
oh my gosh, how do we buy out your contract, Grizzle?
Oh no! I love my Dragon Master. You guys gave me to a
perfect.
wonderful dragon. He only abuses me a little, only threatens to eat me like once a month. He is the best Dragon Master I've ever had. Way better than those kobolds pretending to be dragons you saved me from. Way better than that weird abomination thing that you guys chased down and gave the good old 1-2 kick with the scorpion on the string. Yeah! I missed you guys.
What did you guys do before I met you?
We rescued him from a poop pit.
I
Wait,
hated that poop pit. Remember the
Not
dance
lying.
we did? You guys were like Whizzle and Bizzle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dame makeup us up.
Yeah, good time.
Ah.
We infiltrated a kobold camp and rescued Grizzle and enacted a coup
Against the leaders.
against the leaders of the kobold clan and put a different a dragon in power instead.
Oh,
This is up in Nomad.
that
Holbuck.
Holdback, yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, Nomad area.
You did that before you even met me?
So I met you after you guys wallowed in a poop pit?
We
Well,
didn't
no,
wallow.
just Grizzle.
Okay.
Got it.
We just pulled him out.
And that was the way he was supposed to die. He
Now,
was
what
supposed
was
to
that?
drown.
No. I never want to hear those words out of your mouth again, Lucian.
I gotta say, classic kobold punishment, the poop pit.
Okay.
I've improved my trap making a lot. I've upgraded from the scorpion on the string. I've upgraded from the the poisonous centipedes in the vase that you want to smash. I have several new traps. If you guys have like a nice cave you want to keep safe, maybe like a home, I can set up the doorknob so it's really slippery so they can't open it.
Can we hire you?
I could talk to my boss about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we have a lovely manor that I think we could.
You guys
do
have
some
really
stuff
gone
with.
up in the world. Gwizzle knew that
And
he was
so is you.
Gwizzle, so Gwizzle knew he picked the right humans to let him out of the poop pit.
Yeah, he picked us.
That's right.
Gwizzle knew it. He saw you guys. He's like, yeah, these guys are good. Have you been working out?
You can't.
Oh, hey Grizzle,
The
meet
abomination.
Grizz.
That's a big dog. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna eat me? I don't want to be eaten.
No, he's not the engineer like you, Softy.
He gives Grizz a tentative pet. This guy has my name.
What are you selling here?
Oh, I got all sorts of things from the dragon. The dragon pays me by not eating me, right? It gives me shiny rocks,
Okay.
and I sell his shiny
still-
things for these little shiny gold coin things.
Do you still have the rock I gave you?
Of course, he pulls it out from like his butt flap.
Oh,
See, right here.
I don't want to know where. How much for one of the other rocks?
Let me show you my goods. All right. There are a lot of items. And I mean a lot. Not just that Grizzle is selling you, but that you can purchase from this market. Some of them are lair items, things that you can get shipped to and installed in your base. So if we open up one like the Sacred Tree, this is once you install it in your base, it costs a one-time cost of 100 gold and 10 gold a month, which is going to be essentially every arc. To maintain, and it gives you a benefit of you can re-roll a die roll once per day while you're near your base. I do plan on there being other fights and stuff near your base to make this stuff more worthwhile. So it might be worth the investment.
Question.
Go ahead.
Are we supposed to be able to actually view those items?
If you click on them, they should open.
I don't have permission.
Give me a second.
Just the lair items. The rest of them I seem to be able to open.
Let me quickly batch update those. Observer. Try it
Oh,
out.
nope. I can't do the mundane items either.
Let me hold on. Batch
But
update.
the lair items are working.
Observer. Okay, how about now?
Now we're good.
So Grizzle and his dragon boss actually specialize in lair items, and he can give you not a lot of a discount, right? But he can give you a small discount on those items. Magic items are going to cost at minimum 400 gold plus an additional 1d4 times 100. The weapon enchantments, you take an existing weapon you already have, and you can either add on Reason or Divine Desires, or if you have an Adventure tier item, you can bump it up to Champion tier. That might be a good one for your bow, Lucian. Divine Marks are a service offered by priests and such around here. It doesn't take up a magic item slot, and instead, some of them do. Like the Mark of the Angel takes up your cloak slot, but they can't be taken away from you. They can't be lost. But if you ever put on an item like a cloak, they supersede that. And finally, mundane items are just like cute little random items.
Wait a second. Oh, man. Where is this? It didn't show up on my screen for a second. I want that. Let me see.
So how much money were we supposed to have?
I told you to update it.
And I forgot.
Luckily, I did it for you. You'll note you have 1.2 thousand gold.
Thank you, DM.
You can trade in old magic items you no longer want. And you can exchange one iconic relationship to get one item per free per level. Now, some of you have already talked to me ahead of time, and it's not going to be ready today, but Lucian has arranged to have platinum scale armor made up for Grizz. Low doggy armor.
Woo.
And I believe you were also going to buy the quick shot quiver, right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead and see how there's like a box around the 400 plus 1d4 times 100. Go ahead and click that once.
400. Ooh, is that the worst it could be?
That is the worst it could be.
Ooh.
It costs you 800 gold total for your items, and you can expend your icon relationship. You got one of those items for free between the two of them.
Okay. Wait, so did I spend 800 still?
Yeah, you spent 800 on a single item.
Oh, okay. So I can't buy the other, like the tier up or whatever you had said.
Tier up costs 200 plus and up to 300 additional.
Oh my lord.
A tier up is what exactly?
A tier up is taking an adventure level item and bringing it up to champion tier. It costs at least 300 gold and could cost 500.
I have Hovel's already champion.
So that would increase the longbow, like the sniping one?
Yep, to a +2.
Plus 2 on the
could-
attack, or what?
Yep, +2 to attack and to damage.
Ooh.
You
I can't afford
could
it.
trade in your arrows that you're not using to make it happen.
Oh, easy.
And let me find your other items.
Is that an even exchange?
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and call it an even exchange. I'll take away your arrows and give you your quick shot quiver. And I'll get Chris's item when it's ready in a few days.
And we'll upgrade the longbow to
and
champion tier.
Upgrade the longbow to champion tier.
Wow, I'm on a
Bam.
shopping spree.
And you are down to 2 gold and 6 silver left.
I give it to Grizzle.
You are down to $0. You have no money.
I make it easy.
You are poor and destitute.
Mm-hmm. I hope Grizzle can actually spend it.
Yes, he's allowed. He has his own small allowance.
All right. There you go. Hope to see you again.
All right. Now, there's a lot of items here. Unless you guys want to do all your shopping in session, the instance is, of course, up 24/7. You guys are free to do your shopping anytime until next session and have counted as if you had done it here.
Are there any items that people want to claim? Because there's some that I'm interested in buying.
Even if you guys want to buy, most of these things are available in more than one quantity.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that you and I had talked about that aren't entered here, like that one shirt, light armor thing.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry, let me go find it.
No, I don't. If it's not in there, don't worry about typing it in now. I was just gonna say, so because of that, I'm willing to take a look at it later.
I'm pretty sure.
Although, actually, are we going to do any lair items? Because those are more expensive, some of them, and we should talk about those as a group if we're going to do one of those. Or do we just want to talk in the Discord this week about it? After people have had a chance to read them.
We should,
Yeah, we can do it later.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should discuss that in like the chat. Give people time to think and read.
There are, of course, I went to Santa Cora, all I got was this lousy tunic shirts in a couple of stands.
Can I get one that says like I Heart SC on it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a silver.
Okay, I have a request, and I'm willing to pay extra for it.
Yeah, okay.
But a puka bead bracelet that lets me grow bigger.
Oh. What do you want to do with your bigger size?
What do you think?
Just be bigger?
Oh, I mean,
Eat
like,
more things.
presumably eat enemies in combat.
Alright, so mechanically, size doesn't matter much in 13th Age, or at all. So, I'm happy to let you be bigger. And if we want to make the mechanical aspect of that is that you have advantage on things like, strength skill checks and such, in terms of using your size, we can write that up, alright?
There we go. Yeah. That's really what it is. It's just the closer we get to big Raza, the better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
I don't know how better to put it.
I hear you. Alright, is everyone happy with their current shopping then, knowing that we'll do it in Discord later on?
Yeah. Well, Leanne wants to specifically ask Kalia, hey, Kalia, you know heavy armor, right?
I mean, I know of it. I can't wear it.
I mean, look, you've worn heavier armors better than anyone else in this group. Could you help me out with picking some out later?
Sure.
Thank you.
Shopping date.
Oh boy.
Does this armor make my butt look fat?
Can you help me with the straps?
Last shout out for
Can you
Twitch chat.
Go ahead.
We have a Discord for this stream, which is what we're talking about doing this chatting in.
Yeah.
You want to do your shopping in character as a text thing?
No, just like that's like when we talk about Discord, that's not
Yeah.
just us like being friends on Discord. There is actually a Discord server that is joinable for Twitch chat if they so choose.
I appreciate the call out, but there is a giant overlay button on the stream that shows them
Okay.
our Discord and invite link.
Okay, I don't see that, so
You get people like me.
All right. Off to the hot spring then for the remainder of session.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's transition you to the heart of the holy city. People are carrying your freshly acquired items and such. They are guiding you around the heart of the holy city as all sorts of different statues and such. There's less people here as you get closer to the cathedral. The shadow of the cathedral is really overtaking the sky, and yet it doesn't feel oppressive. It feels like you're being embraced. There's been various pockets of people who have been finding their enlightenment via hookah and other sorts of smoking and such that you've been steered around before, but because of two different parades going down side streets, the aide instructs you to hold your breath and takes you through a dimly lit alley full of people finding spiritual enlightenment, as it were. As you pass through that area, you see he looks familiar. It's a wizard in a blue cape and a blue hat, but he's relaxed and slouched over and taking big puffs from a hookah.
Oh god. Can we ignore him?
You are completely fine to ignore him. He is not. His eyes go past you guys and don't have the spark of recognition in them, but they don't seem to have a spark of anything in them.
should we tell him we got the windmill at least?
And we could tell him about the thing that we got. Maybe he'd know more about it. But I just can't stand up.
Wake up!
What? I'm sorry, do I know you?
Unfortunately.
What's your name?
What's my name? More
Yeah.
like, what's your name? And then Kali opens her mouth about to say his name.
I'm
Do
Tusador.
not speak true names.
Wait, Tusador?
Yeah, I'm Tusador the Bluer. What up?
The bluer?
Yeah, I'm Tusador the Bluer. What?
Well, it's definitely not brother.
Leanne?
Would there be anything in the records about this?
Absolutely not.
No, never heard of him.
You
I'm
might.
sure I hear of long-winded wizard number 25.
You might be thinking of Usador the Blue. I love that guy. No, maybe you know me by Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
Sorry, we just misjudged. We thought you were your brother, or Usador.
Oh, I love
Carry on.
Usador.
Carry on.
Alright, have a chill time, my dudes. Stay floaty.
Thank the priestess.
Well, I can safely say one thing about this. I am so glad to finally get this gunk off of me from the Stone Thief.
Oh my god, you have no idea.
Are we by the bats?
You are approaching in the center of the city. There is a tall tower that you can climb that brings you up to the cathedral. It is I mean, it's annoying to climb up all those stairs, but it's kind of like a pious thing, right? It's a mark of your devotion. You're only going into the lower levels of the cathedral, and you have servants carrying your heavy stuff for you, so it's not that hard of a climb. You enter into the bottom of the cathedral and are directed to the Holy Hot Springs.
Show me the spring.
Oh,
All right, hang on.
mind
Enhance.
if I do?
Zoom in. Enhance.
Wait a second. No, sorry guys, this is the wrong way. Don't mind me. Sorry. Excuse
Where are
me.
you going?
Excuse me.
The lady at the front desk welcomes you and says, we've been expecting your arrival. Please, go ahead. Ladies, that way. Men and lizards, that way.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know how she knew.
Oh
She
no, the NPCs are talking. I freeze the server.
All right.
Is this it? Oh, there's a waiter in here? Alcohol, now. Please.
I apologize, ma'am, but you cannot mix alcohol and the hot baths.
You see, I have a condition where I need to mix alcohol in the hot baths.
I apologize. We don't serve booze here.
Food? Do you have food?
We do have food. I have
Some
tasty
like little
adjournments.
finger weenies and like some grapes.
Uh-oh. The doors slide open for you guys as they lead you in, having scrubbed your feet, and served you small bits of food. There are wash bins and such for you to rinse off. There's also a central area to hang out by the plants and meditate.
Raza might notice that Lucian is getting a little bit more distant than normal. That Havel isn't on Raza's person.
is a little what?
Keeping an eye on him, maybe just a little
These doors
close as
suck.
he normally would.
Where's
a little
the
bit more concerned.
where's the plant area? I'm like licking the ground. Probably not safe. There it is.
An old lady doesn't even notice you coming in, but a younger lady and the dame are now in there.
I start shedding.
Oh, that's gross.
Okay, the dame's gonna take one look at that and then just nope. Not the spa experience she wanted.
Now, Leanne, as someone who has a crush on someone who is also bathing with you, how do you handle the whole having to, strip down and rinse off and such?
You know, it's not been stated outright, firstly. All right? It's not canon, not yet.
I remember you
What?
saying it.
That
No, I never said it.
is by the fact that Kalia just does a huge cannonball into one of the baths and just gets water everywhere.
She can't. Either way, Leanne handles it well. She doesn't really look. If anything, she avoids looking even more than she probably would normally. Jesus, I can't see Leanne through this mist.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are these people? Are they hanging out? Are they bath goers? Or are they also servants?
They are all bath goers at this point.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the lady in your pool wipes off the hot water. It's all good as a beer. At the very far end of the bath is a large fire elemental salamander bathing at the very top, steam rolling off of him as he warms up the bath water that's flowing down.
Oh no, the text chat's broken.
Oh no.
That's fine.
Fine.
The dame is up on like the second hottest pool. She knows what's up.
Oh my god, he's so cute! He's so cute!
You can just refresh to get rid of the text check that's stuck.
Okay.
I forgot to update that into the latest version where I fixed that already.
Face! He's so big.
Oh, it is busted.
Chunky. He's a chunky.
Don't do it again.
I'm sorry. I was just looking to see if it worked with a different command.
I'm sorry I broke the text chat. It'll be fixed next time.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about it too much.
Well, at this point, there's a number of rumors I'm going to hand out now to you guys that you guys will acquire by listening and talking to other people. And from there, you guys have the rest of the game to roleplay as just relaxing in a hot tub. Let me open up my stuff again. So here are the following rumors. 1, there is a local temple that has started to sink into the ground. People think that something or someone is tunneling underneath its foundations, and so it's an old, fairly abandoned church, and people keep talking that something needs to be done, but they're not sure who's going to do it. There is a group known as the Disciples of Lagaz, the subgroup of a deity of knowledge worshipped by the Masonites, who have found a ruin nearby outside of Santa Cora and are looking to pay adventurers to bring it back safely. And finally, there is an oracle at the top of the cathedral who is said to know all knowledge and can tell you anything.
I'm pretty sure we already met that person.
Yeah,
Didn't we?
I don't know. Who are you thinking of?
We got teleported randomly to Santa Cora to talk with somebody who
You talked.
said that they would answer one question.
Yeah, you talked to Kalia's old, mentors.
Oh, okay.
The Oracle is maybe the same person, maybe different. And those are your rumors. You now have 15 minutes to just chill and roleplay.
So, Talia, enjoying abusing your privileges out here?
Excuse you. If anything, I'm trying to lay low. I don't want anyone to talk to me about anything HOLY.
Is that why laying low means diving into a hot spring with an innocent bystander?
Hey, I'm sorry. I just got excited to bathe in warm water for once.
Oh, you said it.
I wonder where Lucian went. I wonder if he's having a good time with Raza.
Yeah, he's staying clear. Him and Grizz are. Lucian's trying to get all the gunk out of Grizz's fur.
Seeing the previously pristine hot spring get all dirty from you and Grizz, the guy who was in there just kind of gets up and leaves for a different hot spring.
Lucian's fine with being alone. Actually, that's probably the best part. Him and Grizz just relaxing and just trying to keep an eye out for Raza.
Raza, how much bathwater have you drank?
Oh, lots. It's like soup.
It's like soup.
Ugh.
Grimy soup.
How do you feel about this giant demigod fire elemental?
I'm looking at it. I'm just watching it.
Did you bring with you?
Sure.
Are you floating him around in a little tub?
No, he follows me. I don't.
Yeah, neglect.
Yeah, I don't pay a lot of attention to him unless it's food time.
Learn by example.
What's your hireling doing in this situation?
The hireling isn't here. He's still out spoiling Hall.
Oh, yes, yes, you're right. Sorry.
Dame's found cucumbers somewhere and has them over her eyes.
Nice.
Yeah, is there
Kind of leaning back.
Is there like a mud mask pool too?
Yeah.
Not only are there mud masks, they have hot stone treatments available. They can they can scrub your feet with divine and holy salt. They'll give you back massages. They will give you the full spa treatment.
What does the divine and holy salt give more than normal?
That's blessed. Of course, it's going to be better for you.
It gets rid of impurities.
It really exfoliates the skin.
Exfoliates the skin of all your sins. Yeah, Kalia will join the dame with the cucumbers on the eyes, but also have a couple as a snack.
I don't think you're supposed to eat them.
Yeah, they're probably covered in some sort of serum or something, and it's just like, blech.
Yeah.
Does Raza put anything on his scales? Are they dry and chapped, or?
No, he just shed in the other room.
Oh, right. So he's got fresh baby scales. How big is his shed?
It's like a ghost form of Raza just sitting
Under the tree.
That
yeah,
old
it's like-
lady's still sitting next to it.
Yeah, it's like a shrimp, right? It's just a perfect copy of him.
I can't wait for the part-timer to have to go be like, sir, we're closing. You need to. Oh my god.
Yeah, he just crumbles under the dude's touch. I've killed him!
Oh no.
Man, I'm just stuck on what to spend this money on though.
Oh, I'm too rich. Oh.
You can't have. We have like what, 1,300 gold? Like you can't just not spend that.
I'm already at 0. A matter of seconds.
Well, the men have split up, so the girls of the group, let's give you a topic prompt. And by we, I mean you give yourself a topic prompt.
Lucian's dog smell.
Wow. When you guys aren't killing each other, like you really don't communicate, do you?
Alright.
Yeah.
Seb, give the girls a topic point.
What should they talk about?
Like, not gonna lie, I was honestly just enjoying even the idea of being like submerged in extremely hot water and just like sitting there quietly.
What about their dreams from last night?
There you go. There's your topic. What dreams did you guys have last night?
Sneak in a plot hook.
It's
I'm
supposed to be
the-
what, a good, like,
The
a
memory
memory?
feather.
Yeah.
It can only be a good dream,
It
right?
can only be
A
a good
good
dream.
memory.
Yeah, a good memory from their past. Instead of the future, where memories might be. Callie.
Kalia had one. It was her only good memory of like the priestess catechism that she had to do, and during a big festival, Christmas-esque festival, there was like when the little kids do the play of like the birth of Jesus, and there's like the 3 wise men and the manger and stuff like that. Kalia played the star that's always over the manger and wowed the audience with her ability to glow.
Wow, very cute.
I'm so
and it was the only time that she ever had fun was because she could just shine the brightest on the stage.
Because I'm shiny.
I'm telling you, the theater life, it's intoxicating.
But yeah, that was the only good memory she had from Priest's Catechism.
Alright.
You were born to be on the stage, darling. You've got the stature for it.
The stature, but does she have the voice?
Well, I mean, doesn't
Hey,
have
Raza.
to.
The star didn't have any lines, okay?
Raza, servants are chasing after you, trying to get you back out of the female section.
I knew it as soon as section. I had to mute myself. I was just laughing watching Raza run around.
Oh no, it's okay. We don't even really know if he's a boy. It's okay. He can hang out here.
We don't know if he's a boy, she says, using male pronouns.
I mean, he could be whatever he wants to be. He just wants to go check out the big lizard. It's okay.
Hey, last time Raza saw a big lizard, I think, wasn't it with the Hydra?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think I saw him leap into it and attack it.
I bet it'll be fine. Not my problem.
Is a Hydra really a lizard?
You know, now you're getting into semantics, alright?
Leanne, what was your good dream?
Oh, well. Alright, well, listen. Back before I even got into being a guard, let alone legislator, I was taught some rituals. And my dream was reliving the first time I actually cast the protection ritual properly to seal our door behind a hidden mirage wall. You know, no one found us that time. Well,
there you
Dang.
go.
I see why you slept so soundly.
Yeah. Nice
Your
and
dreams
protected.
are boring. Oh!
Mean. You're not even there. Sit alone in your bath by yourself.
Grizz is here.
Wow.
Dame dreamed about the first time she was at a major theater. Her parents took her to Forge for a business trip, and while they were there, they went to the theater, and it was the first time she had ever heard opera, and it was the most beautiful thing she'd ever heard. And all of the murals on the plaster, and the enormous chandelier, and the lights and the colors, and then this angelic voice. She thought she'd died and ascended to heaven. It was the aria from the third act of The Woodcutter and the Hydra. Beautiful, that classic piece. Normally performed in the original Elvish, of course, but this was a new Dwarvish translation.
I've never been a fan for opera, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it at least.
It is my profession. I should hope I enjoy it.
Even when we watched her performance?
Yeah, Leanne saw me perform, didn't
No.
you?
Yeah, that's a
Whoa.
shot in the face.
Leanne wasn't there for the performance.
That's
No,
true.
weren't you,
yeah,
weren't
she
you there?
saved. Okay.
Weren't you there when we went to the
It's
elf
Johnny.
court?
Johnny was there.
Leanne was out in the back, hence why she wasn't a part of the whole political prisoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucian,
Well, I'll sing for you sometime properly. We'll take you to a real performance.
You know, I'd appreciate that. I have this thing full of like songs, right? Might as well learn them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What did Lucian dream about, huh?
yeah, Lucian, what are you reflecting on quietly with Grizz? What Grizz dream about?
As I'm petting his fur, I'm remembering bitty puppy, and I was teaching him the simple, sit, stay.
Wow, you're gonna call me out for a boring dream with that?
What the-
Grizz?
Yeah, Grizz.
Grizz probably liked the time that they were all at the house, and he had his own room and everything. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
You guys gave him his own room. He was his own person, own lord of his manor.
He was a hero.
Yeah. Everybody wanted to give him a pet.
Rumham's dead.
Raza, what was your dream?
I dreamt about a different sky, lined on the edges of with trees, and then it turned blood red with a falling star.
Nice. All right. Good roleplay, everyone. Now tell me so I can prepare next session. What of the... If you open up your quest log, you should be able to see all the available quests under Santa Cora, the city where the gods prowl. So if you go to the journal, which is the papers, and then go to quest log at the bottom, and then click Santa Cora. There's 3 quest leads for you right now. One is going up into the cathedral to meet the oracle. One is to escort the relic of the Rapturous Order of Masonites. And one is to investigate the temple that's slowly sinking. Which one of these do you want to go explore next session?
I have a Masonites or the Sinking Temple.
I would prefer to avoid going underground for at least 2 sessions.
Yeah, I vote Masonites or the Oracle.
I'm okay with Masonites or
Like, I'm not
Oh,
opposed to any of these.
I want to see the Oracle.
What would Rasa ask? Or is Havel gonna take a shot?
Probably when the party regroups, they'll go over everything, and that's when he'll vote. Probably for the Oracle.
All right. It sounds like the oracles have it, but I'll ask and chat, and you guys can go ahead and give a thumbs up for what you want to vote for, and we'll decide by next week. Let's go ahead and wrap this up then. Seb, something you liked, someone, or something you want to see again? This was your first big city for all of you, actually.
Yeah, I like the idea of urban adventures. They're normally filled with fraught and backstabbing and just all sorts of things that we haven't really seen because we've been dealing with more monsters than organizations. So I'm eager to see something like I don't know, not like an assassin's guild or anything like that kind of quest, but rather just the party getting played for fools, something like that. But don't tell us, right? Like don't give it away. Something I would want to see. Well, that's something I would really want. I would want to see. I also just like getting a manservant. He is in for a ride.
It reminds me of George in Patches.
A little bit, yeah.
Max, something you like, something or someone you want to see again? And see, even if you say I want to see Grizzle again, it might take 40 sessions, but they'll come back.
Yeah, I'll say that. I also like that you kind of different options for like the magic items and stuff like that we could spend. That I could customize it a little bit. That's cool. I thought it was really funny just watching run around this map. I probably thought it was too funny than what it actually was, but I like that. And then I also thought that this whole scenario, especially with Leanne and Kalia, just I don't know. I thought that was a good setup for potential roleplay there.
Pow?
I particularly enjoyed the more laid-back nature of this session after the immense amount of nonsense that the Living Dungeon was.
That was a lot, yeah.
I would like to reiterate that happened over the course of one day. All
Yeah,
of that.
That was a
A
lot.
Hydra, a Minotaur, a Manticore, a Dragon Dinosaur, three talking stone faces, a vampire. Vampires.
What happened to him, by the way?
He
He
died.
died. Yeah, we lost more than a couple, by the way. I'm just gonna say.
Relatively speaking, you lost a few, a handful or three.
Yeah, overall, I think the more laid back unwinding was good. I enjoyed the spa. It opened up the ability for us to interact. We didn't. Not very well, but I like the idea behind it.
I think you guys interacted in the way that was it fit well with how you guys have built your characters, right?
Yeah,
I'd like to see you guys grow to become closer friends through more ordeals.
in terms of player base interaction, it was a little awkward. There were definite lengthy pauses that made it feel a little disjointed, but you need time to think about how your character would respond. So
It's probably one of those things that hurts by being online versus in person.
yeah, that probably doesn't help.
Yeah, I agree a little bit with that.
And then Ellen,
Let's see. I liked the dame finally got the attention she deserved. Even though I do think that the guy is pretty suspect, like Seb was saying.
red sus.
Yeah, I did like the shopping. I liked that we reunited with Grizzle, and I liked the spa day. I thought that was a cool map, and I'm excited that we actually had a map for the spa.
All right, so by next week, let me know what items you are purchasing, and I will pick if we're going up to the Oracle or over to help the Masonites, who were the Masonites were the group, one of the religions that we rolled up in last world building session. And I look forward to next week where we'll get back into some, as Seb called it, some civil antics. This is a bunch of priests and PS people, and yet you'll still get into challenges and fights and things like that you'll have to navigate.
Yeah.
All right. And Lucha Coffee said that he liked that the heroes got to rest their bodies and minds. They deserve the spa day. And Low Tier Tiefling echoed that. All right, have a good one, everyone.
Nice. Have a good one.